What do you make of Jose Mourinho's appointment at Spurs?
Set your watch, mate. Because give it, 8-10 months, wheels are falling off. It's got to happen. Because when you look at Jose, how much money he spends, okay? Tottenham chief, ain't known for spending money. Set your watch. I wish him well, but we know how it's going to end.
And what sort of reaction do you think he'll get on Wednesday when he does return with Spurs at Old Trafford?
United traditionally do applaud the managers, ex-managers, even if it does stick in their throat. I mean, when Moyes comes back, we'll give him a round of applause, although he did make a mess of it. But yeah, United, we're most civil in that.
And do you think Solskjaer's actually doing a better job than Mourinho did?
Obviously, I've been season ticket holder for many years, and it got to the point where David Moyes I didn't like walking towards the ground. I knew it was coming. Coming to see Ollie, you know what's coming. People forget, he's got 4 different managers, players here. Once he builds his own team, then judge him on that. But it's not going so bad, is it? It's just unfortunate it coincides with Liverpool having a blinder. Sticks in your throat.
And if Manchester United were to sack Ollie in the morning and you got to decide who was the manager, who would you pick?
And that's not a question I've been prepared for. Who would I pick? I've always fancied Simeone. Just something about Simeone. I think he's got a keen streak about him. He wouldn't take no prisoners. He'd demand that we play the way we should play. No messing about. Attack, attack, attack.
And do you think Mourinho will win trophies at Spurs?
No, not a chance.
And what do you think the result will be on Wednesday?
I think United will do it. Yeah. I mean, Jose's only been there a few games already, leaking goals like there's no tomorrow. Yeah, they're decent coming forward. Dele Alli seems to have a new lease of life. But we're getting our act together. And I think, we'll do them. It'll be a close game, but I'm very optimistic for it.
What do you make of Jose Mourinho's appointment at Spurs?
I mean, it kind of makes sense because they're going after that European title. So, he's going to get it, I think. It'll be way easy for him. Yeah.
And what sort of response do you think he'll get on Wednesday when he returns with Tottenham?
Not a good one, I don't think. It'll be quite interesting to see.
And do you think he's the right appointment for Spurs? Do you think that was a good move?
Yeah, I think it will be. Yeah, it'll definitely work out good for them because it'll take them to that next level, I think. So. Yeah.
Do you think Solskjaer's actually doing a better job than Mourinho was?
Yeah, because he's supporting the younger lads coming through, whereas Mourinho is notoriously more against buying people in and doing that, and he doesn't really help the lads coming through and up-and-coming ones. So I think maybe not this season, but next season we'll see the benefits starting to reap in.
Do you think he'll win trophies or titles at Spurs, or do you think it's just a sort of stopgap almost?
I think he'll win the European one because I don't know about the Premier League or anything like that. I think City and Liverpool have that pretty much locked down at the minute, but European, that'll be their aim, I think.
And if United were to sack Solskjaer in the morning, and who would you appoint? Who would be your first choice?
That is a very good question. I don't know. It's a big one to go after, isn't it? I mean, in an ideal world, I'd get like Gareth Southgate or something if he's done well, even though he's with England. But I mean, seeing what he's done with those lads, I think he'd do wonders here. So maybe once he's done with England career, get him in.
What sort of reception will Jose Mourinho get back at Old Trafford on Wednesday?
I think he'll get a good reception because obviously he did good things for us. He was here for a long time, and obviously he does. Although he's been around quite a bit, he does love the club. And he's got respect for the fans and stuff. So I'm sure they'll show respect to him. It wasn't really a bad thing. It was just the right time for him to go. So I don't think it was anything too malicious or anything. But I think we've got the right person in there now, someone who for the future. So, but I definitely think he'll get a good reception coming back. Yeah.
And you mentioned there that he had to go type thing, and you've got the right man now. So do you think Ole's doing a better job now than Mourinho was?
I mean, obviously, some of the results people say, it's not going as well as you think it is, but you know, there's a lot of mistakes that have been made since obviously Fergie retired. So it's just there's a lot of mistakes that need to be undone. And if you, in my opinion, if you get rid of Ollie, you're going to get another manager who's, you know, 2-3 years maybe on a big pay packet, and then but someone who actually loves the club, knows everything about the club, and I don't think anyone will do it work as hard for the club as Ollie will. So.
And what did you make of Jose's appointment to Spurs? Did it come as a surprise to you? Do you think he'll do well there? What was the deal with that?
It was a surprise, definitely, because I mean just because obviously he's been at Chelsea, he's been at Man United. I didn't think he'd go to Spurs obviously because of the Chelsea thing, but it's just one of them things, isn't it? He's got to have a job and he's a good manager, and they needed one. But I definitely think it was a wrong thing to sack Pochettino, but. You know, they're doing a bit ropey though. They do well in the first half, but then they definitely lose their role in the second. So it's been 3-2 each game. So I mean, maybe a year or two there, but then I reckon he's going to be gone again really.
And say results don't go Solskjaer's way, who replaces him? Who steps in again?
You know, I really don't know. I just don't think there's a manager at the minute. You're either going to get a big money manager who's more interested in the pay packet than the actual club. There's a lot of pressure, obviously, for Man United. So, I don't know. A lot of people saying Pochettino as well, but I mean, do we really want to be going for a manager who's just been sacked by a team who's lower in the table than us? I don't know, but I mean, I know I think we're ninth. Out of ninth, but yeah, I definitely. I really don't know. I really couldn't say. I'm not sure. I really don't know. I just think Ollie's the perfect fit for it at the minute.
You mentioned Pochettino there, and he didn't win anything at Spurs, but he's very highly regarded. Do you think Jose can bring trophies to Spurs? Do you think that's something he can achieve there?
Yeah, I definitely. I don't think the Premier League or the Champions League or anything like that. I definitely think he can bring maybe an FA Cup or something like that. Something that Spurs would be pretty good in. He's got. What am I trying to say? He's definitely got the tactics and he knows what he's doing. He's a very good manager in that way. I mean, we like to play like attacking, where he's more defensive. But but I definitely think he'll be able to bring trophies. And he has got a good squad at Spurs, so I definitely think he can bring something. But again, if you don't bring anything, then I think the fans will turn on him, and then you're back to square one, aren't you? So,
what do you make of Jose Mourinho going to Spurs?
I was quite surprised because Spurs don't spend a lot of money as a club, and he's one that likes to smash the transfer record. So I was a bit surprised, but he might make it work.
And do you think that Solskjaer is now doing a better job than Mourinho was?
I think in terms of recruitment and the players he's bringing through, I can see a massive improvement in Martial. I think it's good for the youngsters. Obviously, I think if Solskjaer gets the transfer budget Mourinho got, because Mourinho spent loads, Solskjaer did spend a bit in the summer, but he should have brought in some midfielders and attackers that he didn't get. So I think once he gets a bit more money, we'll really see. Because I think with the players he's got, they've been excellent. So I think if he gets backed, he could be successful.
And what sort of reception do you think he'll get on Wednesday when he returns with Spurs?
I think Man United fans, they're quite nice. I think they'll give him a positive reception. He did get us Europa League and second, so he's almost been our best in terms of achievements since Fergie. So I think he'll get a decent reception. I can't see him being booed or anything.
And who do you think will win on Wednesday when he does return?
I think we'll win. I think we'll 3-2 to us. We'll win. Yeah.
And so let's say Solskjaer gets sacked. Who do you bring in then? Who comes and saves the club?
That's a hard one. A lot of people say Poch. You could say Ajax manager. He's doing quite well. I think I'd see Poch coming in if he did get sacked, because Poch is obviously free now. But I think United would wait till after January. I think they're going to give him time. I think they'll give him to the end of the season.
So, what's your take on Jose Mourinho's appointment at Spurs?
Yeah, it's good for him. He can destroy another team in the top of the league, so it's okay.
And what sort of reaction do you think he'll get when he returns to Old Trafford on Wednesday with Spurs?
I think he's gonna. I'm not sure. I think he's gonna get booed at. I think so, but yeah, I don't mind.
And do you think he might win any trophies at Spurs?
No, not there. Not him. No, I don't think so. I think they were better off with Pochettino. So I'm kind of sad for them. So.
And do you think Solskjaer's the right man for United?
I still think so. I think just got to need some more time to. As long as you see progress, it's okay. And the last game was good after a while, so I will give him some time as well.
Do you think he's doing a better job than Mourinho was doing?
Yeah, I think he does. Because you can see he's lifting up the young players, and when they are in good shape, the team is very good. And they are young, so they are a bit ups and downs, but I think he's gonna manage to keep them doing a good job a lot more often than Mourinho did. So.